Welcome back to the Fox Local Book Club. If you're looking for a high-octane thriller packed with razor-sharp suspense, you are in for a treat today. It comes from New York Times bestselling author Tess Gerritsen, the creative force behind Rizzoli and Isles. Her wildly popular Martini Club series returns today with its third book, The Shadow Friends. Tess, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So happy Pub Day. Does it ever get old?
No, it never gets old. This is book number 33, and it still feels as fresh and action-packed as ever.
That's great. So for viewers who may be catching up, this particular series follows retired CIA operatives attempting to live quiet lives in coastal Purity, Maine. So where did this idea for a gray-haired squad of super spies come from?
From my own community.
Ah.
I live in a small town in Maine, and when I moved here 36 years ago, I discovered that quite a few CIA and State Department retirees were also here. I mean, on my own short street, there were 2 retired spies. It made me look at my neighbors differently. If I saw a gray-haired woman in the grocery store, I'd no longer just assume she was a sweet granny. I would wonder instead, did you used to have a dangerous job? You know, did you used to carry a gun? I also wondered, what do spies do after they retire? Do they get together for cocktails and swap gossip? Well, that's how my fictional club was born. There are 5 spies who've known each other's secrets for decades.
Oh, I definitely would have invited those neighbors to the cocktail party. That would have been interesting, right? Well, in The Shadow Friends, you turn the spotlight onto Ingrid Slocum. A sudden murder in this town resurrects a disastrous mission from 30 years ago, and then she vanishes. So what can readers expect from her storyline?
We get to watch Ingrid back in action, and we see that she's still got it. You know, she was once a covert operative who lived a dangerous life. Then she married Lloyd, who was an analyst who spent his career at a desk. Now, they're happily married. And then Ingrid's ex-colleague Rodrigo walks back into her life. Now, he was her lover, and think about Antonio Banderas, and he still looks really good. And he lures her back into the field on a top-secret mission. That leaves poor Lloyd to wonder what's going on. And I love Lloyd. He's the ultimate beta male, but he's desperate to save his marriage. And I'd like to think that inside every beta male is an action hero. So it's really about marriage.
I love that. You said that this series also feels personal because it touches on growing older. So how do your characters navigate that? You've kind of touched on that.
They navigate through friendship. I mean, they are getting older. Their infirmities are creeping in, but it's their friendship that sustains them. They're like old soldiers who've been through a terrible war together. They remain forever loyal, and they're willing to risk their lives for each other. I want friends like that.
So the Spy Coast TV series is currently in development at Amazon. How involved do you get to be? I think, you know, all of us readers want to know, like, are you on the set? Do you get to give directions?
No, I don't. I tend to be hands-off when it comes to television because I think they want to be in control. All I know is that they have hired their writers. I believe there are some scripts that have been completed, but I'm going to wait and see like everyone else.
So do you get a thrill, though, when you see your characters? Because this has happened to you already. Your characters come to life on the screen?
Yeah, you know, very often they look really different from what I imagined. For instance, Rizzoli and Isles, I didn't imagine 2 such gorgeous women as Rizzoli and Isles. So it's always a surprise, and it's fun to see how they get interpreted for different media.
Well, Tess, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
The Shadow Friends hits shelves today. Happy Pub Day, and thanks for stopping by the book club. And we will be back right after this.